Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Webster. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense will start this game off. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Off the play fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Got the back over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They're dealing with a second and long. Using his legs, it's Hansen. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. The offense cashing it in on that drive. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for them every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Back to throw, it's Grant. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hansen. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. To the air, it's Applewhite. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Noles will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He's loose down the middle. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick and don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
With the catch, it's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Pulls it in. It's Jacobs. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Runs through a tackle. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Floating away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Glover. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And they got him for a safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense lining up quickly. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Release to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up fourth.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Perry. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Grant. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's got an open man, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Finds space on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And he puts through the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Complete in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Grant. Finds his target down the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn up for a first.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Applewhite. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen. Knocked down for the tackle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for space. It's Hansen. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pulls it in. It's Black. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that's the look in man coverage you could throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access and he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Finds his man. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Jacobs. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He might want another play. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. On the ground, it's Perry. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Noles!
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Pittman. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. To the air, it's Grant. Fakes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give them touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A quick pass to the left. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the move, it's Hansen. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Applewhite. Buys a little time with his feet. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Noles will hustle to the line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Dropping back, it's Grant. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock ran out, clearly 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running? Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And when you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Yeah, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just lead this game out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a heat. By himself, he makes the grab. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. The short hands. It's Glover. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's...
Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, no! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
QB spicy. No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown Seminoles! And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this is